my new joint. New joint. Brand new, brand new, brand new, brand new.
My coming out story was rather different. My mom kind of told me to come in the car and go on a ride with her and asked me if I was gay, and I just couldn't go nowhere, so I just said yes, you know. And she said she was a little disappointed because I didn't tell her, but at the end of the day, you know, everything was great. My family found out shortly after. I think on the way home, actually, she called everybody in the family just to confirm it, I guess. So other than that, everything was good. You know, my dad had a little issue with it in the beginning, but we ended up having a great relationship. And nobody really ever changed the way they felt towards me or treated me any differently.
I was starting to hook up with this girl who was a relative of an ex. And we were kissing in the car when she was dropping me off at my house, and I walked up the stairs, opened the door, my auntie started singing I Kissed a Girl and I Liked It, and then everybody in the house started singing I Kissed a Girl and I Liked It, and I realized they were all staring at the window while I was making out with my friend in the car, and so that's how they found out. Which was, I mean, it wasn't bad, it was kind of funny, but it was definitely easy compared to some other people's.
Coming out story. So, I didn't know I was gay until this really hot girl, freshman year homecoming, she kissed me and I had all these butterflies. And I didn't understand what they were. Anyway, it was amazing. I've kissed guys before that. And it was just like, nah. Very physical. But when this girl kissed me, it was just a lot more butterflies. And it was a lot more magical. After that, I ran, I live on the 4th floor, ran up the stairs, saw my mom, she's watching TFC, which is the Filipino channel. I jump on her and I was like, Mom, I think I'm gay. And she goes, really? Me too. That's my coming out story.
Is your mom really gay?
No, she isn't. But she's not gay. She's not gay. It's funny. She's not gay. But she said that she lived in a dormitory. She went to a dormitory in the Philippines, and she had 3 girlfriends. And she was like, I had 3 girlfriends, one for legs, one for brains, and one to massage my back. And it was a darling system. That's what she called it, in the Philippines. And I was like, wow, Mom, you're a player. Maybe you're poly too, I don't know.
When I first came out, I had no clue what the lesbian life was about. The only reason that I came exposed to it is because I hung out with a girl that was bi-curious, and that made me curious, and it made me look at her in a different way, and I actually started being attracted to her. And then come to find out, she liked me, I liked her, and this whole new world came along, and we ended up being girlfriends for like 2 years, and that's how I became a big old lesbian.
I don't really have a coming out story. I know that I was into girls as early as age 10. That's just when I had my first crush on a girl. I didn't actually even know it was a girl until later, and it didn't bother me that I found out that she was a female. And then in high school, there was one other girl that was clearly gay, and we ended up being really good friends, and I don't know, I guess we just started dating and no one ever said anything or did anything. When I told my parents that I was dating a woman, my mom kind of just laughed and was like, oh, Nina, you're in a phase. So, I mean, I don't really have like a big coming out story.
My coming out story, I was 18 years old. I met my first lesbian friend. She totally had a crush on me, and I didn't know what that was about, but I went out to my first gay club and met a couple girls there. None of them really stood out to me too much, but just the conversation that I had with them, you know, it gave me butterflies and made me feel really nervous. And I knew immediately that this is something very different than what I was used to with the straight scene. So I came out to my mom before I even had a girlfriend, and her and I were best friends. And she told me immediately, honey, I always knew. So to me, I was like, well, I didn't know, you know, like, it's funny how your moms know that sometimes. But yeah, that's my coming out story.